This is how you are going to sign up for PenPal Schools. This is a really cool program I found. I'm really excited to try it with all of you. So here's how this works. A few things to keep in mind. You are all going to create your own username and password. I strongly suggest, and I'm going to show you guys how to get logged in today, what to do through the next couple steps. PenPal Schools is this really awesome. You find different projects. You guys can look at them up here where it says projects. There's a ton of different options. And then even the map you see behind, there is going to be students from around the world who are connecting with you in different collaborative groups at the same time. So you're going to be posting during the week. They'll be getting on during their classroom time. They'll be posting throughout the week. And you guys are going to have these back and forth discussions on a range of different topics like world news, or for what we're going to look at, we're going to be looking at, and you can see it here, it's called Walking to Freedom. The project connects students ages 10 through 18 to learn about diversity and the history of racial discrimination through six weekly collaborative lessons. So for the next 6 weeks, we are going to be using this as a tool in our classroom and seeing how we can work and talk to other people around the world, specifically about Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, and Rosa Parks. So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to use second period as my example. Second period, I've included, and you're going to find your own classroom code. So don't enter this one unless you're in second period. But every single one of my classrooms, I have posted your classroom code and the project we're working on. So here we go. So when I go to sign up, I'm going to click this, and it gets me to this page. I'm going to create an example today where you guys just check out, and I'm going to walk you through. So what I would suggest you doing is, for your username, put your 2700 number. For your password, you can use any password you like, but I would suggest using your password, where mine would be 101891 in my first and last initial. So when I hit sign up, never let it see or save, but you're going to go back and you're going to select the code here. So copy, and I just did Command C. I'm going to paste it, and I am not a robot. And they're doing this so that they don't have random computers signing up for this program. Here we go. So now I'm going to include my first and last name. Make sure you spell it correctly because I'm going to be seeing these. Sorry, it's just last initial. You don't need anything else. You're going to put your gender and you're going to put your age. So you're going to figure out and put in how old you are. The reason being is because they're going to match you within 2 years of your age, and they're going to match you with other people of your gender. The reason being is because they're trying to be careful of people's gender and their roles, and they're going to be careful of cultural kind of things around the world concerning gender. So that depending on how sensitive a culture might be to that. So then finally, you're going to enter your 2700 number. Remember, whatever your number is, it is at myncsd.org. That's your email. So for this, I'm going to include my own, which is going to be Bryce_Middlestat at natronaschools.org. Here's the next part. Don't consume all your time with trying to find a picture. Just click on one for right now. This is something you can go back to. I am not worried about it right now. I'd like you to just go and pick one. This is not, again, should not consume your time. This is really only me and a few other people will see this. So if you want to change it and customize your profile when you have free time, great. Hit next. Here's the next part. You're going to start looking at your own kind of interests and putting in just kind of random tabs. So when you think of something, I like to mountain bike, I like cooking, I like playing video games, I like to hike in the summer, I like to go camping. Choose whatever is stuff about you. You can keep going. I will see this, so make sure that these are things that are truly about yourself and not random things like, I don't know, whatever you want to put in. Don't put in random stuff, okay? Finally, you're going to describe who you are. And what I suggest you do for describing who you are is tell about yourself, okay? And you can do that by saying maybe your age. You can tell them things you like to do from above. You can write in there other things like maybe what is your favorite thing to learn about, or what are you excited about. This should not, do not include obviously your address, Do not include your specifically your email. Do not include your phone number. Do not include anything that's a personal thing. Don't include it, okay? You can say, things like where you go to school. Say, do include. How about that? I'll create two different things. Do include maybe your school, sports you play, things you do, your hobbies. Tell about what you're excited to learn about. Please do not put anything that you wouldn't tell me, right? I'm going to see it, so please don't tell me things or put things in here that you wouldn't tell me or you don't want shared, because this is a public profile. Anything else that pertains, anything else you think is interesting, and where you live. Remember, we're going to be talking to people around the world, so maybe there's something that you're interested. Like, I live in Wyoming. Wyoming has 500,000 people for all of this different space. Take time to look things up and things that you think would be important to include in this, and not just, personal information. Do not want that stuff. Here's the next and the last part, You are going to include you, your last initial, and you're going to put that you're going to at least one time a week. You are not doing any more than one time a week. If you do the other 2 or 3 times, your partners are expecting you to reply 2 to 3 times a week, and we are not. We're going to do it once a week. When you hit Find My Pen Pals, it will very beautifully get you started. So here's the deal. You earn points for when you're in this. So by posting longer points, by checking out and watching all the videos, this is how it's going to work. What I'd like you to do today, as you are getting started, you are welcome to go through. I want you to read this article. It's about how you can be a good pen pal. You can post in here, what are you most excited to explore with your pen pals? You can even vote. How often do you witness racial discrimination in your community? Daily, weekly, monthly, or never? And then you can even look at the forum if you would like, These are other individuals around the world or just in the United States that are posted about and that are getting started on this. So you are welcome to get in here and start reading and seeing what everything is. Please do not go forward to March 26th. Do not go ahead to this one. You are just simply on the get started today. Other questions you might have, come see me. One thing I want to point out to you guys is that it's really important that you are being honest, that you're being good in these conversations, because you're going to see them, people not in the school, but people around the world. In addition to, I see them as well, so I will be monitoring all of your correspondence. So be appropriate and get excited, because this is going to be, I think, a pretty awesome opportunity. All right, thanks.